All right. Welcome back to another Yap session. Warning. I may cry. So, yeah. Today, talking about forgiveness. Um, why I believe forgiveness is important. Why you should forgive, and how you know it's the right time to forgive, and how to forgive, right? Because I think there's a difference between forgiving somebody and completely forgetting about what they did. So I guess I'll start there, right? So I believe that forgiveness is very important to society and life. I believe a lot of things are important, and I believe forgiveness is one of those things. Now, I am not religious by any means whatsoever. I am very much an atheist, right? I don't believe that there's an upper life form or a god or anything like that, right? I'll be straight out with that because obviously forgiveness is one of those things that is very much rooted in Christianity and stuff like that, and other religions, which I may not be educated about. I know Christianity is a big one though, so I'll say that first, right? Forgiveness and when and how you know to forgive somebody. So I think the biggest thing is forgiving somebody is recognizing what you did was wrong, but you you allow that person back to your life, and maybe it's not the same as it should be, and that's okay, right? But if you forgive somebody and say this person was a horrible human being to you when you were dating or friends, and they were just like the worst person like you've ever met when you were dating, whatever, and you break up with them and then you forgive them and you date them again, or you become close friends with them again, or whatever you were, right? You can forgive somebody, but you shouldn't allow yourself to go back, because it most likely will happen again. If you forgive somebody and don't show them like what you did was wrong, and actually show them, be like, yeah, we won't get back to here again. Like, we were here, we will probably get back to here at the most, because I still recognize what you did to me was wrong, and I shouldn't have to deal with that, right? Um, so there's that. I believe forgiveness is very, very important, and this is where it gets tough for me to speak about, because I don't like talking about this part, because it's my past, and it's very tough for me to speak about, because I hate looking back on myself and seeing what I was, right? So back 3 years ago, sixth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade, right? Those 2 years, I was not a good person. Okay? Of course, I was good to my friends, because my friends are my friends, right? I'm not going to be mean and horrible people to them. But the people that weren't necessarily friends with me, or that I talked to but I wasn't friends with, I was unkind to. And these people are fine with me telling this. I mean, people know about this, I think, but not a lot. And so, basically, one girl, I'm not going to say her name, but she would vape and cut herself and was suicidal and self-harm and all that shit, right? And me and some of my friends would make fun of her for doing these things to herself, and for vaping, and for cutting herself, and wanting to kill herself, because we were in 6th grade. We were 12, 13. We did not know any better, right? And a couple years ago, or last year, I found out during that time she tried killing herself. And that's tough to hear, you know? You hear from somebody and they say, "Yeah, I almost killed myself because of you." You know, you kind of hits you, right? Now, luckily, in 7th grade, 8th grade, me and that girl started getting close, and we're friends. We and her are friends now, right? We're not super close, but she has forgiven me, and like, and I don't know why, but during the time I was bullying her, she had a crush on me, and I knew this too, and I played her as well. Like, I played her 2-3 times as well. Like I said, I was horrible. And so that's probably part of the reason why she almost killed herself. Because of me. Specifically me. Did that at the start of 7th grade too. And then back in 6th grade again. I have one friend. And now me and this guy, we're so close. We're tight, you know? But we would talk. I bullied him. I don't know what I would say. I don't remember why I bullied him, but I know I bullied him. And I know this because me and him were playing games with a couple other friends, and he's like, "Yeah, like you, I tried killing myself too." And that was last year. That was over the summer, I think. But I didn't realize that. You know, like, I didn't realize what I was saying could actually cause somebody to want to kill themselves. And I think that's part of the reason why I am so much, like, I have so much belief in forgiveness, because these people have forgiven me. Even after I did and said all these horrible things to them, they were able to forgive me, right? And so I believe forgiveness is important. But I also think forgiveness is important because sometimes people make mistakes, right? Now, not everybody, when they're being horrible, is making a mistake, and they are just that kind of person. But even if they are just that kind of person, we should forgive them, but not forget, right? Forgetting what they did is not good, because I still every now and then go and apologize to these people for how bad I was, because I'd never want to be the reason that somebody actually does kill themselves. I don't think anybody does. You know? It's not great to hear. I think forgiveness is important to society and humanity, because obviously people make mistakes, but even if somebody is truly horrible, forgiveness should be warranted. Now, say somebody murders your family or your sister or your brother or your mom or your dad or your cousin or your aunt, uncle, anybody in your family, obviously you're going to have a hatred and anger for this person, right? But there's a level of maturity that comes with, I don't like you and I hate what you did to me, but I'm able to forgive you, and I understand what you did wrong, but I'm able to move past you being a murderer and see you as just another human. Because I think seeing people as humans and being able to forgive them is probably the best thing we can do. Many times we don't, but when we do, it's special. You know, when you forgive somebody and you're able to, you it's like a good feeling. You get a good feeling like, hey, you know, I forgive you, and you get like I don't know, it's hard to explain. You get like a sense of like, I feel good because you can finally let go of this hatred, or you can finally let go of just holding in this feeling of like, why would you do this? Why would you do that? And I'm not saying you should go around and forgive everybody right away. No. Forgiveness comes with time. Like if you're forgiving somebody and somebody does something to you, and within the next 2 weeks you're forgiving them, and it's something bad like cheating on you or cussing you out in front of your entire family, you're forgiving them within 2 weeks, or like, you know, like depending on what they did, there's a certain time that comes with forgiveness. Obviously you accidentally like cut your friend, like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Or your friend accidentally cuts you, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, you might be like, whatever, it's fine. And then you go over and I'm like, yo, listen, man, it's not a big deal. I forgive you for this. Like, yeah, but if it's like intentional or they're like trying to hurt you, I don't think you should forgive them with right away. I think forgiveness comes with time. It shouldn't be rushed, and it shouldn't be delayed. It should happen when you're ready for it to happen. I have nothing else. This is gonna be the shortest yap, but I don't have anything else to say. But I that's all I have to say about forgiveness. Peace out, guys.